chat with her 3 closest friends, and I had access to it because we sometimes used the shared tablet to text when our phones were dead. I could see she was telling them about our conversation. I watched the messages pop up on the screen. Her friends were telling her how brave and mature she was for being honest. They said it showed how much she cared about me, that she didn't want to hurt me by lying. They said lots of people stay in relationships for convenience, but it takes courage to have the hard conversations. I realized something while reading those messages. Belinda wasn't being brave or honest. She was being practical. She had figured out a way to keep all the benefits of our relationship without any of the obligations that come with being in love with someone. She wanted to keep living in the apartment I pay for. She wanted to keep the financial security I provide. She wanted to keep the emotional support and companionship. She just didn't want to feel guilty about not loving me back anymore. The next morning, I told her I was fine with being roommates. She seemed relieved and hugged me. She said she was so glad I understood and that this would be better for both of us in the long run. That's when I decided to become the perfect roommate. Not boyfriend. Roommate. I stopped making coffee for her in the morning. I had always made a full pot and left her mug on the counter next to it. Now I make exactly 1 cup in my travel mug and take it to work with me. I stopped doing her laundry. I had always thrown her clothes in with mine when I was doing a load. Now I only wash my own stuff. I stopped buying her favorite foods when I went grocery shopping. I had always picked up the specific brand of yogurt she likes and the expensive granola she eats for breakfast. Now I buy exactly what I need for myself and nothing extra. When she asked me to book a dinner reservation for her and her girlfriends last week, I told her I was busy that evening. I suggested she call the restaurant directly since they usually have availability if you call ahead. When her car started making that grinding noise again, she mentioned it to me while I was working on my laptop. I told her that sounded frustrating and suggested she get a few quotes from mechanics in the area. I said Yelp usually has good reviews for local auto shops. She keeps looking at me like she's waiting for me to do something. She leaves dishes in the sink longer than usual, probably expecting me to wash them like I used to. I just wash my own dishes and leave hers where they are. She's been playing sad music in the living room and sighing loudly when I'm nearby. Yesterday she asked if I wanted to watch a movie with her, and I said I was planning to go to the gym. I can see her getting more frustrated every day, but I don't understand why. I'm giving her exactly what she asked for. We're roommates now. I treat her the same way I would treat any roommate, with basic politeness and respect, but without the extras that come from being in love with someone. Her phone got shut off yesterday because I removed my card from her family plan. She came to me in a panic asking what happened. I explained that since we're not really a family anymore, it made sense for her to have her own phone plan. I offered to help her set up service with Verizon or T-Mobile. I'm not trying to be mean or get revenge. I'm just being logical. She made it clear that our romantic relationship is over, so I'm adjusting my behavior to match that reality. I don't do extra things for roommates that I would only do for someone I'm in love with. The lease on our apartment is up in 2 months, and I'm not planning to renew it. I've been looking at 1-bedroom places closer to my office. Belinda doesn't know yet because she hasn't asked, and roommates don't